Welcome to Dungeon Next Door, episode 5. To do a small recap, on last episode, the group found Edward. Actually, Edward found the group hiding in the trees. As they all started to come out, there seemed to be a little bit of a altercation between them, which ends up killing Edward. Soter,
All of them.
decided to revive Edward, which caused a little strife between the group. Today we will figure out what will happen. What happens to Edward? Will the group listen to Edward? Or will the group just grab him and take him back to where he belongs? Dead or alive? Let's begin today's session. So, last time we were playing, you guys had Edward with 1 HP. Barely holding on to life. We are going to go and start up with Imina, who rolled an actual 20 on the insight check. Alright.
So we were on our way to the cave. We decided where we were going to go.
I don't think you guys were actually... You guys, I think, were gathering up everything. I don't think you guys actually start... You guys did not start moving just yet.
No, Niramour started walking off, and then I followed after her.
And then I caught up to them to let them know what our intentions were.
I don't think you caught up yet. I think we did
No,
it.
I don't think...
I literally said that the last session. I literally walked up to you all and told you that we were taking Edward to the cave. I remember that.
I'd be
very
holding
specifically.
the Edward.
Alright, so we are taking Edward
We
to the
hadn't
cave.
started moving yet.
No.
You were correct in that. But I did catch up to you all to tell you that.
But you rolled the insight check on Edward. Do you remember what you received?
Yes.
Alright. Do 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 do. Oh, water! Thank you. Oh.
So, where are we then?
You guys are right now still in the clearing with Edward over the shoulder of your dwarf friend Angus.
Strong one.
Strong.
Angus the strong.
Even though his head's like pretty much...
He's still super strong.
Yeah, it's a weird look to see what is...
He's got him over his shoulder. Are his hands like dragging?
He's hogtied. Wait, you hogtied him?
Over my shoulder. Yeah.
So he's like fireman's carry.
Yeah, he's like that.
So his like arms are here and his body's just like...
Well, no, I don't. Are they together?
Oh, my.
So it's like a fireman's carry.
Okay.
It's like a weird like... what are those backpacks? The little over one shoulder backpacks.
Huh? I guess
That's kind of what he looks like. It's really weird.
Is his hand like through?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess
He's carrying him.
he's carrying him somehow.
Because I'm a Mackenzie.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Well,
Are we separated? Like
No, you guys should all be together. What you see on the map is not what is actually happening.
Okay.
Sorry.
I
Is
didn't
that
think we
so?
were together. That was the
yeah, I
issue.
thought they were.
Yeah,
They
I
walked
walked
ahead.
off. Cuilorea caught up to me, and we ended with Imina catching up to me. They were going to walk up, but she had just come up, and she was going to tell us whatever she saw.
Alright, so we will say that now you guys have all caught up to each other. And Imina, if you would like to start off with whatever you were going to say to Niramour.
I know that this isn't what either of you wanted, and personally I didn't have a say in whether or not it was to happen, but I do think that this can be beneficial if we work together wisely. And after talking to Edward for the brief amount that I did, I don't believe that everything that he's saying is the truth, but I do believe that there is some truth in what he's saying, and we need to look further into it. This is much bigger than just the mission that we were set out to do, and if what he's saying is true, which I believe it to be so, then there's a lot more going on than just this money that we were after.
Cool.
There's a lot of people's lives at stake here.
Question. Angus, how close to Imina are you?
Not very. Within eye shot, but not earshot.
Alright.
And I'm next to him.
Alright.
Yeah, I figured we were like a little bit apart, like it was like me.
But are we walking in the direction?
Yeah.
Or are we? Okay.
I figured
You guys
like
want to?
you three were like kind of like a little more than an earshot away, and then
Earshot.
us three.
Nice term.
We're walking.
Edward, embarrassingly over Angus Mackenzie's shoulder, he tries. Is his head down or is his head up?
In the most undignified position you can think of, as he deserves.
Alright, that's
So,
just like,
in his ass.
yeah, pretty much. So,
Is he
are
bouncing
you
like his head?
are you next to
Yes.
Edward? Tries to get your attention. He goes, hey, Iron Man.
I am
Big guy.
Soter.
Soter. Let me see if I can talk to you. What if I told you that I know where the Yetis are? What if I told you of a safe place where I was grouping up that alliance? What if I told you everything I was saying was actually true? I don't know if anybody believes me, but I will say this. I am a dead man if you take me back to her.
You got that right.
If we take you to her and she wishes to kill you, then you will die. This time I will not revive you.
I really appreciate you doing that.
I tap on your legs. Soter. Lean down. Maybe if I'm whispering this to him so Edward can't hear.
Yeah.
Maybe if he can take us to where the Yetis are, maybe he might not have killed the Yetis. Maybe he's telling the truth. And if that's the case, that would be a good place to start trusting him and to see if he is telling the truth about everything else.
I'm not sure. I do believe we should let the other members of our group know everything he is saying before we make a decision.
Agreed. Can you pick me up?
I pick him up just like a little kid.
It's getting hard to walk.
As he's like, all right, you're the man who revived me, and again, I say I appreciate it. I don't understand what's going on. You guys work for
Your wife.
I don't like that you guys call her that. She is not my wife. I don't know what type of lies she's told you, but she's not my wife.
I think you misinterpret my reason for reviving you. It only seemed like the right thing to do. However, I seem to have angered my compatriots. So just remember, I brought you into the world. I can take you out.
And I understand you guys are very formidable foes, and I don't think you guys understand who you guys are working for.
Good luck in trying to tell my friends.
Maybe you can help me, as he's swinging back and forth.
I am fairly certain that I have helped you enough. You are breathing. You are welcome.
I wish I was there.
What I'm trying to say is, by helping me, you are actually helping the town.
We will see.
He puts his head down.
Someone's really not making a decision with us.
He sees that he can't get to you, so he's just like, so he just kind of goes a little limp. He's just kind of like hitting the side of Angus.
Tweet, little songbird. Tweet.
Soter,
Yes.
I do want you to know that the protection of your town is most important to me.
I do love my town. It is the only place where I have not been ridiculed. There are some bar patrons that come in and say weird things, but it is still a home.
We'll make sure it's safe. We'll get to the bottom of it. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been buffing their headpiece and make sure all the tinks are out. And yeah, I gotta pay you back for all these free lifts. I feel bad.
You don't have to pay me back. It is my pleasure. If I did not want to, you would walk. You are my friend. I will help you. Please do not scratch my head.
So after about a half day's travel, I think it was the nighttime when you guys decided to start traveling. You guys get up to the cave of where you guys slept, exhausted and tired as the sun starts to come up. Because it's been a whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that was night.
So it was night. You guys are starting to hit to the point of, you guys know that it's about half a day's travel to get back to the city.
Okay.
Would you guys like to rest?
At least a short one. I don't need to rest, but my friends, it would be beneficial for them. Are we at this cave or wherever we were heading?
Yes.
Okay, so
You
we're at
guys
the
are
cave.
back of the cave.
We're deciding whether to keep going or chill.
So, what do we need to do? I'm looking at Imina.
Angus, you can set him down here. I'm gonna put him like
I use him as a pillow.
near the wall. I think we need to decide who's gonna set up watch.
I can watch. I am
Bore
not
my
tired.
eyes into Edward.
You're boring your eyes into Edward.
Mm-hmm.
He does not make eye contact with you.
I'll watch.
I can too.
So it's a 2-person watch or 3-person watch?
It looks like it's going to be a 2-person watch.
All right.
Alright.
I think it needs to be a 3-person watch.
I'm halfway
Be the
asleep
third
already.
person?
If you truly wanted to make a 3-person watch. So that means Angus, Bhel, and Soter are resting.
He's not scheduled.
Alright, either one person make it with advantage or all 3 roll perception checks.
Let her do it with advantage. She's the
Obviously,
druid.
all 3 should do it.
Odd.
One
Perception
person,
is plus
easier
6.
for us to
you know, one person
Perception
with
is plus
advantage would
6.
be.
So,
I can't.
looks like
Is it?
she's doing
I
her
just think the odds would be better if all 3
She's
of
a
us rolled
druid.
rather
She
than
has
one
high
person with
wisdom.
2 rolls.
Oh.
Up to you guys.
You're good.
See what you roll.
right.
No pressure.
Roll your first roll if we need to roll it.
Is that a d20?
Yeah.
I thought it was a d12 for a second.
She still got a 20.
Yeah. I rolled a 20.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
As you look out into the wilderness, you can almost see it as if it was, well, actually it is clear as day because the sun is actually rising up. You're not really getting blinded by the sun coming up and hitting the snow. You're just seeing everything. You can kind of see a lot of non-nocturnal animals be kind of picking at.
What am I seeing exactly? What animals am I seeing?
Like you'd see like a snow, like a white fox, kind of getting its early breakfast. You do see a pack of wolves, kind of marching along, going for an early meal. See caribou and elk, migrating from east to west, but nothing that looks like it's in harm's way.
Can I see what the fox is eating?
You see the fox doing its little dance of kind of patting at the snow, and then you'll see it like
Let's
jump up and like.
So it's hunting something.
Yes, it's hunting. You see it pop up. It has like a mouse in its mouth.
What does it say though?
The mouse is screaming for his life.
I want to talk to Edward more.
All right. Edward is at the moment just kind of like in a very like dazed look as Angus is using him as a pillow.
I don't think our discussion in the woods was quite finished because I don't think that you told me the whole truth. I want to know more about the Yetis.
What would you like to know?
My ears perk up, but I'm watching the fox.
I am going to grunt, roll over, and fluff me pillow.
What are you hiding? Why aren't you telling me everything?
Who do you work for?
Right now I work for myself. I don't know who to trust in this situation, so I'm gonna trust myself.
Alright. Well, from what I hear, you guys take coin from who you guys call Bertha. She, as I was saying, is the person who is causing all this havoc that happens from Kalani to Armarvo. It's the reason why no one leaves Kalani. She believes that by her making sure that no one leaves this town, it brings business. Because the coin is circulating 5 to 10 times more, because who else are they going to go to? She gets more coin because anybody who actually needs to go out takes security. The security that they take These are people. We are the ones who go out to fix as he's like, he can't really air quote, but he says the problem. All of this is just dirty money. I'm sick of it. The reason why I attacked you guys work for Bertha. You take coin from Bertha, which means you're trying to foil my plan.
What made you want to quit?
What made me want to quit? There's no way out. Either I die doing what I do, or she takes over. And there are good people in this place. And I'm tired of seeing good people either die young or not be able to get out. She's going to kill that city, that town, by making sure no type of economy comes through or goes out. Who are we going to sell to? Who are the fishermen going to sell to if they can't sell it to the next town? They're not going to come back. They're going to go to the next port. No money's going to circulate. People are going to starve. She's going to have her coin.
Did the Yetis work for Bertha?
Yetis don't even normally are around here.
So why are they here?
Because she brought them there.
Did you kill them?
Yes, I did. But I revived them. And I carried them and I made sure they were in another area. I'm trying to get them back to where they're supposed to go. The one Yeti that you met is very stubborn. I don't know why he likes the area of which he is. I don't.
Can I tell if he's telling the truth?
Roll for an insight check.
That's 18.
You are convinced what he's saying is the truth.
Swipe up.
Darn apple.
Okay. So where are the Yetis now?
They're about a half a day's reach from outside of Armavo, which is the next town over.
Are they still working for her?
No. Unfortunately, I have them locked up in cages.
And where are the rest of the ones that work with you?
They're in Armavo. They stay hidden in the bar down there.
Where's the werewolf that you have?
On my back. I'm assuming he's still passed out. Or he's next to me laying down.
Okay. That one gave us information in order to be able to find you. Do you know why I would have done that?
He goes through his thoughts. And he thinks about it and he goes, there were a couple people who did decide to come with me whenever I decided to choose to revolt. If he ratted me out, I truly don't believe he's working for me then. That is the only assumption that I can make. He probably still works for Bertha, as you call her.
I don't have any reason to believe he's lying.
No. I know I'm not in the best situation to make, I guess, requests.
If you're gonna request that Angus stop sleeping on you as a pillow, the answer's no.
He just kind of makes this like.
And then I'm gonna turn over and look out the.
Alright. Niramour, Cuilorea, is there anything you guys would like to do?
You all heard all of that, right?
No.
Nope. Alright. So as the morning kind of turns into early afternoon, would you guys like, who else wants to do like the next?
We'll cover the switch. Just all three of us.
Alright.
If Angus gets up.
Is this a short rest? Or
I'm
a
too
long
tired.
rest?
I'm too tired.
4 hours.
Are you guys doing a short rest or a long rest?
I'm doing a short rest. I'm at all my hit points, so I just need rest for.
Probably
You need a
short.
long rest to get your spells back? Because I have my hit points.
Yes.
I don't have any
Running
spells.
low on spells.
Y'all.
If you take
Got a couple.
a short rest, you will take 1 point of exhaustion. Because you guys
no.
haven't taken
That's whack.
hey, that's how it is. You guys haven't rested.
Alright, full.
Yeah.
Okay, full.
You don't want exhaustion.
Exactly. I mean, it's fun the first time. Then after that, it's like,
Man, I guess I could take a long rest then.
alright.
I didn't think that I would need a whole long rest if I'm not.
Long rest is just for, it's not only for health, it's for just your overall stamina. Alright, Angus, are you still sleeping? Alright, so Tyr and Bhel.
I perk up. But I still sit.
Cuilorea! Oh,
Are you well?
I just had a dream that Cuilorea turned into a werewolf and ate us all.
What might happen?
Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is because she has a werewolf with her.
That was real?
I'm not sure.
You got bit, didn't you?
I'm assuming I'm asleep right now.
Jesus.
Yes, I do.
So you
Look
check
at
her
that.
out?
I'm looking at her now.
If I feel you touch me, I will grab your hand and wake up.
Sleight of hand.
She's a wolf!
She's been bitten?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You got the antidote though, right? From him?
I'm not finished making it, but I can keep trying.
Yes, we need to do that. Because Imina got bit, didn't she?
Well, didn't we get an antidote from Edward? He said,
Yeah, he.
and
he
we
gave
were
it to
just
Soter.
working on you duplicating
Yes.
it, right? Okay.
If Edward's waking, ask him to.
But before we left, he
He's-
said it was in his back pocket, Greg, in case you're not remembering correctly. It was in his back pocket. I had either Angus or Soter take it, and then I told one of them to drink it, I think. Or I told Edward to drink it, and everyone was like, maybe not. And so he didn't drink it.
That's right.
But I think Soter was working on duplicating it.
And didn't
At
he?
that point in time is when you all found out that we both got bit because we asked Edward if we were werewolves, since he could tell
Right.
whether or not we were werewolves, and he told me that I was not.
Yeah, because I was already walking away, so
Yeah.
he didn't say. But he was like, "You are not one." He didn't say anything about me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He said that I had not been infected, but he didn't say anything about Cuilorea because she wasn't there.
Can I tell anything, since I guess I'm taking since I'm up and I'm studying the antidote, can I tell whether it's an actual antidote or if it's poison?
I'm helping him.
We're probably not doing exactly what we should be. Because we are so into this.
Roll a wisdom check.
Advantage.
Is it passive wisdom?
No. Roll a wisdom check. Crap, what is it that needs to be added? And
Do insight. Medicine?
yes, medicine. Make a medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, medicine
So
check.
just add your wisdom. Does he get advantage? I'm helping him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that.
Good.
Yeah, that was one worse.
It is.
I got a 9.
This looks good. Probably nothing.
So that's how it is, huh?
Just it's not poison, but don't know if it's the antidote.
I am not certain. We should give this to Cuilorea if we don't know what it is. There seems to be no poison in it, but it could turn her into a grasshopper. I'm not sure.
That's very true. Yeah. We need more information. We need to figure this out.
I will work on it longer.
Okay. I'll just peek out of the cave and just look around.
Alright.
Check.
I guess I don't even look. I'm busy. So he's on his own.
Yeah, just make perception.
Nay, awesome. A good old 6. It's beautiful.
Just a very beautiful white landscape with just birds flying off in the sky. You know, quiet.
So peaceful.
Very peaceful. What was I doing out here again? Just distracted by the scenery, like peaceful. I don't remember what I was doing, but this is nice.
I'll walk back in and nudge Edward.
Oh, we just got this look of like, just kill me.
You can tell who's going to turn into a werewolf, right?
If I get a good look in their eyes, I guess I could.
Oh, nice. Stealth check. What is that? Dirty 20. Would I like open her eyelids up real quick?
What the heck? I would definitely feel that.
Alright, make a.
If he didn't roll a dirty 20 for a stealth check.
Make a perception check.
Sleeping real hard.
Yeah, he opens my eye.
You're sleeping real hard.
You are just knocked out. Best sleep in a long time.
She's like 7 foot, so I'm probably like, it's like this.
7
I'm
foot
like-
10.
Like tiny baby hands opening.
That's what I said. It's like her eye is probably the size of the cup to me. But I'm like, point.
This is so unfair.
He he has this look and he just goes,
Sleeping.
That's why it was so funny.
we should take her to our Marvel.
I can hear. Cuilorea is a werewolf.
My dream.
It was just a dream.
Are you guys still talking, or is he still in earshot?
Yeah.
I'm a dream person. Get out of here.
I just had nightmares from the whole thing.
He says to you, we can take her to our Marvel. I know a couple clerics out there who actually could fix this right on up. And maybe I could show you what I was working for. working with.
So what you gave us is...
Are you asking him?
Yes.
It's just juice.
Just juice? You have me working on this and it is just juice?
Kill him, Soter.
Well,
You feel as though I'm just a robot. No intelligence, no feelings. My feelings are now hurt. I walk over to him with the antidote. Would you like some juice? I put it in a needle.
I'll open his mouth up. Oh, no, okay. You got it.
I can't hear you.
I'm good. I'm good.
What is this?
It's just a simple healing potion. It's nothing big.
Then it won't bother you at all. I inject him with it.
He just has this look of
I
like,
hit him with it. Put it
where are
in-
you putting it?
In his neck.
He is just like, he's just like very like trying not to scream about it. He just kind of looks.
Don't
With-
wake up Angus. He'll be angry.
Y'all are more sadistic than
I
me.
know.
What the?
He's just like, so he just kind of has this like gritted teeth look. You can tell that his eyes are starting to become bloodshot, but he just has this like look of like he's trying to calm himself down, like breathing, and he is just like, okay, I get it.
You probably shouldn't waste his time again.
He just has this look of like, he just kind of has this like he just like I can't move, so he's just kind of like tenses up and then kind of like slacks, and he's just like,
Is there an antidote?
a cleric can heal you.
You do not have an antidote on you?
A cleric can heal you. There is no antidote. It's usually a ritual.
Is it something you could teach yourself?
No, a cleric usually knows.
Point at Angus. I pat him on the chest. This big guy.
You pat him on the chest and he just sits there like, oh god, this guy. Why? He just looks, that's your cleric? What god does he?
I would not disrespect Angus's religion. Angus, he said you may know a cure for a werewolf. Is he still asleep?
If he decides that his character's still asleep, then yeah.
We have a cleric. He will
Hopefully
know the
they-
truth.
Hopefully they can teach it to him. If there is a way.
And if not, Angus will be very angry.
If they choose not to teach him, that's not on me.
If they choose not to teach him, you will die.
Oh, Soter.
I've been through hell enough. I think death is. I mean, I'm already in hell.
Are you asking me to kill you?
The weight of life and death at this moment is. It's a balance scale.
Yes. It is balance.
So, do you want to learn the truth? Don't kill me. If you don't care about what's the truth and what's a lie, then let me die.
Oh, rest assured, we can find out whether you are alive or dead. I simply would rather my friends decide whether you live or die.
Why don't you?
I am Soter. I am built for battlefield combat and support. Right now, I support.
Alright.
Alright.
So I go and I want to roll a. He doesn't know what I'm doing, but he sees me go like this. A vial pops up, and I just show it to him. I go on to the front of the cave.
He
I know what the hell I just made.
He goes back to just staring off at a wall.
Does he get 1 point for exhaustion since he's taking a short rest since he's been woken up like
That is
70
awesome.
times?
Yeah, I think like we are proactively trying to make
Yeah.
sure that he is not at full
You're
rest.
fully on
Yeah,
board
he
for him.
can't. He can't
Absolutely.
rest. So yeah, he has exhaustion. That's why he's just staring off at a wall. Because it seems like every time he does try to teeter off, Angus wakes up, ruffles someone up a little bit to get readjusted, and he's just so he stays awake. Alright, so after a full rest, it's about evening time for you guys.
I'm gonna go ahead and wake up and have cook's tools. I wanna try to like
Yeah, what tools?
cook's tools.
Ah,
So should be able to try to
whip up a
make
nice bill.
something. Yeah.
Alright.
Some sort of scavenged food.
Uh,
I can try to, I guess, get one of the elk that I saw or something.
roll a survival check.
That's a 6. Did I catch a mouse?
After trying to hunt a living thing that moves, and failing terribly, you decide to go with, maybe I should go with more of a berry, like, you know.
Vegetarian option.
a
I'll
veg-
make a fruit salad.
Roll a nature check for me.
Oh
my
my
god.
TPK,
That's a
poisonous
nice one.
berries.
Oh,
Oh, thank God. You look at a lot of the berries, you know what are good berries and what are bad berries. And while you're at it, you kind of picked up a couple mushrooms that you might have like really kind of scooped up the snow. You saw some mushrooms that survived the winter, and you have good leaves, berries, and mushrooms.
fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy. I'm not saying I was going to be a dick, but I just thought of a horrible thing I could have did. It's like, oh, she makes this big, huge fruit salad, and everyone takes an acid trip. Would have been horrible. Wouldn't have done it, but it would have been funny to be like,
Bell
Yes, it
starts
would have.
hallucinating that Cuilorea is a werewolf.
That would be disaster.
everyone's hallucinating.
Ooh, okay. So I've made this thing, and I'm just kind of
She actually does.
since. Do you think like cook's tools include like little bowls or something?
Yeah, in the cook tools you would have like bowls and everything. Everyone personally has in like their pouch like a bowl to eat. Like everyone has their little.
I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna. Since
Hmm.
Soter's awake, I'm going to hand him his bowl and hand Bell a bowl, and I'm gonna
I look at the bowl,
just kind of nudge him with like his
put
breakfast
it in front of me.
and just awkwardly hand something to Cuilorea, like in case you're hungry. And then I'm gonna kind of knee Angus to wake up. Like, there's food, Angus.
Oh,
And then hand him his bowl, and then I'm gonna drop a bowl in front of Edward.
I'm gonna reach over in his bowl and take out all the berries and put it in my bowl.
Sleeping with mushrooms. Okay.
All right.
There wasn't very much in his bowl to start with, by the way. But
So everyone eats. How close to this bowl is it to Edward's face?
It's on the ground. I don't know if all of the food stayed in the bowl when I dropped it on the ground, but it's on the ground.
All right. He.
I mean, he's a dog. He's experienced in eating without his hands.
Do you say what?
Yes, she says.
How is the dog? How is the wolf beside me doing? Has he transformed back into a human, or is he still a wolf? Has he
That
always
is
been a wolf?
a really good question.
Do you have him tied up?
He's
Yeah, they tied him up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
tied up.
I was gonna say he's loose.
He stays a wolf. He stays in wolf form and is exhausted. Does not sleep.
I'm roughly petting him
He just
while I'm eating, and I give him a mushroom.
he kind of like ears back and was just like, you can, every time you like go for like the brush, he just kind of like winces. He kind of like
Heavy-handed.
he's
With
just
her
like,
love.
he's very like this is very painful.
Well, it shouldn't be painful. You should just feel it.
Well, then he truly feels it. Alright, so everyone's eating and enjoying their time.
I'm also gonna gather my bowls when they're finished.
I gave mine right back to you.
Great.
It still had salad in it.
I gladly ate. I
Still some
gladly
leaves
took
and
that.
things in there, like,
I said, give me that.
You finished
Some
Soter's meal.
fresh food.
Fresh
I don't have
meats.
to. I haven't had too many greens in my life.
Oh.
I'm on for joy.
So after a good meal, a long rest, where are we off to next?
Fast travel.
So I
Fast
guess we
travel.
pretty much
Yeah,
exchanged
yeah.
what we learned from Edward as we were kind of finishing up eating. Do you think? What do y'all think? Cuilorea, Niramour. Do you think we should? What's the best route to try to find the truth? I kind of had the idea of finding his party and seeing if that exists and seeing if those Yetis really are alive, or we can, I guess, take him back to Bertha, or some sort of alternative.
Let's pray on it.
Are you saying that to everyone?
Yeah, generally.
I don't know. I have a half a mind to go find the Yeti that is alone now, and let them come with us and find out whether or not his family is
that could
alive.
be
He's not gonna
disastrous.
come with us. He's gonna kill Edward if he sees him.
Yep. That's true. Cuilorea, how are you feeling? Do you feel like a wolf?
Am I feeling boss?
What is your alignment now?
Neutral good. Oh no.
You don't feel entirely yourself.
Do I feel more irritable? Is that why I'm paying Wolf hard?
You do feel more irritable. You do feel a hunger,
Yikes.
something that kind of itches. Like it's not a huge hunger. It's kind of like like I don't know. Like you just kind of feel riled up and angry. Like just really just really be aggressive right about now.
I'm fine.
You.
Did you see those fangs?
It seems like you have high blood sugar.
No fangs.
And I lean over to Bhel, trying to whisper, but I don't. I think she's a wolf.
I can turn into a wolf. I'm not a wolf right now.
Oh. She's a wolf. Perhaps we should get a cure for her being fine right now.
They call it a disease where I'm from.
Should we find a cure?
I don't know whether or not to trust Edward if I also have the disease. So I do think we should.
Does she
find
feel
something.
anything?
Edward does lie. He lied to me. But I lied to him. I told him I would kill him. I wouldn't kill him. And I look at him and be like, yet.
Yes.
I'm guessing this is like out of earshot.
Yeah, I would think he's right there. We're all trying to decide what we're going to do. So,
I assumed that what we did was we kind of like took a step like
okay.
slightly out of the cave to have the
Oh, okay,
conversation,
cool.
but like keeping an eye on those two tied up.
Okay.
So that way we can like have a private conversation.
Okay.
I guess we need to hurry up then. Guys.
Yeah, we're not wasting time. Okay, so I guess
This is making Cuilorea more irritated, by the way. You see her more irritated.
Angus, are you okay to carry?
I'm keeping my
Oh,
distance.
aye. He's light.
Alright. So I guess we'll have Angus toss him over his shoulder again.
I pick up the wolf and toss him over mine.
It's decided we're headed to. What'd you say it was?
The beginning,
The name of the city that
the beginning town or the next town?
the next one.
Where the clerics are. They can help me.
But I stop. I'm like, we have not made a decision. Niramour has said nothing.
Nothing's been said to me.
What would you like to do?
I think it's been made pretty clear. It doesn't matter. You guys are gonna do what you want anyway. So,
If it did not matter, I would not ask. It matters to me.
I think I care a lot more about finding a cure for Cuilorea if there is a potential chance that she could turn into a werewolf than I do have any urgency getting this man back to a town that either he or the woman who paid us is trying to ruin.
So we will find a cure for her being good. Fine.
So yeah, what was the name of that town?
Armavo.
How do you spell that?
Armavo.
What was its name?
Armavo.
Let's see.
Mavo.
Armavo. 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 Armavo.
Angus, do clerics really know cures for werewolves?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Me god cares about metal and weaponry. Don't know about curing wolf blood.
Oh dear.
I suppose I could give it a try. I cast a blessing on her. Bless.
This could be bad. Does it burn?
What does bless do? Let me see it.
Oh. It just works on saving throws.
It doesn't seem like anything happens. Nothing.
Do you touch my leg? What are you touching?
Nothing. I don't have to touch you to catch
Okay.
the less than 30 feet range.
Cool beans.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing happens.
Well, there's only one way to pray to Moradin. You got to make a fire, and you have to sacrifice a weapon in the fire and pray that way. You could try that.
That does sound interesting.
You were saying something about they can?
It's a ritual.
I'm gonna hand him a dagger. If you want to try.
Sure. I cast Sacred Flame on, I don't know, a rock or something.
Alright, you cast Sacred Flame.
I cast the dagger into the rock, and I say, Moradin, hear me prayers.
Roll a d100.
I've never done that. Help me out here.
That's this one.
10% dice.
I guess that's nothing that you'd have
Which I can't.
an advantage. He wouldn't know what the heck. It doesn't matter.
It is.
Because
That's
when he
true.
does it, I do the same thing. Like Angus.
I would get an advantage.
It's 56.
Oh, that's right in the stinking middle.
It's above the middle, though. Little above the middle.
Gonna be real sad if I just gave away a dagger.
It's
Just
gone.
gone.
I just made that up on the fly.
Nothing. The wind blows.
Moradin doesn't seem to care about the girl.
I got nothing.
Where's Edward in all this?
He's on him while he's doing his one-handed ritual.
If you want to cure the girl, you need to go to Amalvo. Go to the church. There in the church you'll find 2 clerics. 2 clerics will know. Just say that you're sent by Edward.
We're
Oh,
bringing
you'll
you
be
with
with
us.
us. We're not just letting you go.
Well, I understand that, but I'm not allowed in that church.
I'll be out there with you then.
I mean, I can stand out front of the church, but just
I
tell
don't
them.
believe you'll be standing.
It's a figurative thing.
I understand.
I would hope you would.
You're such a hard time.
He says, go to the 2 clerics. They're the ones who stand next to the altar.
Who is their god?
Tis an important question.
Hold on.
Greg's like, all these questions.
I need to look at notes. Notes. Notes.
It's 9:30.
Euphis.
Hey, spell it.
UFIS.
Oh, I think I know that god.
Alright.
I know him. No, you're good.
That is the God they believe in.
So can we... I think we're all in agreement about the town. So can we start heading in that town and maybe take a...
Yes. We're gonna take a break right here. Alright. See you guys in about 10 minutes? 10, 15 minutes? Alright?
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Like a 10 or 15. I don't know how long it was. 15 seconds. 15 seconds.
And we're back, guys.
We're not back.
Oh.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. And we're back. To recap what has happened, the group decided that they were going to travel back to the cave that they came from, regroup after a long rest. They decided that they were going to move to Armarvo. So to quicken the pace of what's going on, you guys travel to Armarvo. It's been about half a day's travel. You guys take a rest inside of the tavern. The tavern that you guys are staying at is the Malted Bear. As you guys walked in, you guys noticed. Did you guys travel with Edward on your back?
Mm-hmm. And the wolf looking on my back.
As you guys traveled in, you guys got a lot of stairs.
Not because I'm 7'10". It's a good thing.
Just kind of a look. The owner of the bar / establishment kind of gives a lot of dirty looks towards Soter.
It's a good thing Cuilorea is still over right now. She gets stand up for your teeth up right there.
So Edward, I guess, is on the floor as you guys wake up, and he's just kind of like sitting there. But as you guys wake up, you notice the wolf that you have. It's not a wolf anymore.
Is he sleeping next to me?
Is she
Where?
sleeping next to you?
Oh, silky.
Is she naked? Are you naked when you turn back from a wolf to a human?
Depends on if you got a loincloth on her.
Was
Wolf bra.
Edward naked?
He did turn to. He did turn to a wolf.
PG.
We'll say she is not. She is
Okay.
clothed.
Cuilorea would not be able to handle that right now.
She is still like bound, but she is clothed, and she is just exhausted. Like she's passed out, sleep. But Edward still has not slept.
So, we stay here, get a good night's sleep, and then we head to the church in the morning?
No, you guys have woken up from the.
Oh.
It is morning.
Yeah, it is morning. You guys have woken up from it.
Are we in different rooms or are we all in just like one collective room? Because if Chelsea's with me, I want to begrudgingly ask her if she knows who this person is and sleeping next to me.
Let's say if,
I was okay with the wolf, I am not okay with the human.
It is, if you guys wanted to, women in one room, men in the other.
Or if Soter's here, I can also ask him.
Okay. I don't know. Do I know that she was like just basic perception wise that she was a wolf and now is a human?
You can add that up. I won't make you roll for it.
Okay. I think that's the wolf that you had found.
Yeah, but do you know who she is? Did she go to the bar?
Oh, do I recognize her?
No, you don't recognize her.
Do you think Soter would?
I do not recognize her.
Okay.
We're from the same town. I didn't go out of the bar too much.
Is she like a younger woman?
Yeah, she's a younger woman, short, dark hair, kind of in a very, kind of like sides are kind of buzzed with more hair on top, kind of an asymmetrical look. Scar on her right eye. Kind of has that like toughness, like even though she's more on the smaller side, she is very like
Hit me.
kind of like Ruby Rose. If I could figure out someone she looks like. No one knows who Ruby Rose is.
I know who Ruby Rose is. She is sexy as fuck.
Well, he's like, no. She's the girl who plays Batgirl woman in the WB show.
If I were Cuilorea, I am
She played
Cuilorea.
in Orange is the New
But
Black.
She played in what?
Orange is the New Black. So,
Alright, carrying on.
okay, anyways. I guess I'm gonna walk over and kind of nudge her. Like, so, decided to be present now, I guess.
She was completely like drooling, knocked out. She and kind of like looks at you as you said that, looks down, and she's just like, what? She's just like, she kind of like starts kind of crawling back, and as she's trying to figure out like, like, what is her, like, you can see as she kind of looks towards a door, kind of looking, trying to measure up who's around her.
She's still bound, right?
Yeah, she's still bound.
Okay.
But she still looks like she has some fight in her at this moment.
Don't even think about it.
Cracking
Do
my
what?
knuckles.
I'm saying to her, when she looks at the door, don't even think about it.
She be trying to intimidate her.
There's no reason to fight us. That's what I'm over at.
She looks at you guys and
Can I
Trying
become
to educate
alpha?
her.
Can I become alpha werewolf? Can I pee on her real quick?
Oh.
Is that how it happens?
You can try it.
Can I kill Edward and then become alpha werewolf? Is he alpha?
Do they pee on each other, or do they bite their?
Can
Don't they
I
bite each other to like show dominance or whatever?
bite
Do you bite her?
No. But does the instinct in me like what is going on with me right now? Because we're like kin now, right? I don't know which one bit me, but we're like kin.
no.
Is that a thing?
No, you're not like kin.
We're not like blood brothers, like
no.
saliva brothers, fight
No.
brothers, moon brothers, moonsies.
She's like, if she's the one that bit you, she like gave you chlamydia, something like that. So if you're not happy, you're pretty disgusted with it.
No, there's no connection with you guys.
I gotta be friends.
She
Just kill the whole group.
she looks at you guys and she just kind of just like, look, what?
Do you not remember being a werewolf?
It's been a blur. I'm pretty new at this.
Great.
You have no
Like a
recollection. Is that true?
Do you remember the process of becoming a werewolf? Like how long it took?
She says,
Woke up and we're immediately
yeah.
interrogating her.
She says, yeah, I remember the process. There's usually one or two ways. There's usually being accepted into the Brotherhood or forced lycanthropy. I guess it's different for whichever happens to you.
Huh.
Were you bitten?
No, I was accepted, of course, into the Brotherhood.
So how did you change?
What do you mean?
Did they change you at that clearing we were at?
Yeah.
Why would you choose that?
Some people, you don't have the choice. It's either join the group and make sure your family is fed, or your family starves.
Join the group as in what?
Bertha.
Join. Oh.
Is Edward in the room with us?
Is Edward in the room with you? I thought it was
Should be,
separated
yeah.
with boys and
He's in
girls.
with us.
So
Okay.
Edward's with the boys somehow. So Tyr is like, I am gender neutral. I will stay with the girls.
Kinda, yeah.
He sees himself as a guy, so I thought we were all together, so she can ignore my questions. I'm not in the room with them,
Yeah.
but I'm outside the door.
Tell me about Bertha.
Where do you start? I guess this is easier if you ask questions and I can answer them.
Is
What
she
do
your
you-
leader? Where is she? Are her and Edward together? What is their relationship?
I mean, he's been two-sided on this situation. He listens to her to a certain extent, but the moment he's outside the walls, he decides to do other things that, if caught, could get him killed. She would have his head if she knew. If she does know, I don't know.
Do you know
So
if he's
are you-
actively opposing her?
Yeah, pretty much. He's been bringing a lot of the newer recruits that she's been recruiting to here. And she sniffs the air and she's like, to this town, to this tavern. He brings them here and tries to give them a whole spiel and rundown of anything, and they decide at that point if they should be loyal to her or join the cause.
So what did you do?
I haven't decided yet. I don't know who to choose. He says freedom and she says a meal, and I don't know what's more likely to actually happen.
Can I tell if she's being honest?
Roll an insight check.
I wouldn't believe too much she said. She lured us into a trap.
Get a 5.
True wisdom.
You can't tell. It's very vague.
Why did you lead us to Edward?
Who's me on?
Boots.
Boots.
He can hear us
Is that
in here
fine,
and
yeah?
he wants to hang out.
Why did I lead you guys to Edward? I've heard about you guys. We've been following you guys And
Likely story.
we were wondering which side another side would actually choose.
Why were you following us?
Bertha told us to follow. She is actually waiting for you guys to come back.
Does she have a second in command?
Does she have a second in command?
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be Edward.
Has she chosen anyone new lately?
She said she's grooming someone, but we don't know who.
Do you guys have a name? Bertha's followers.
Wolfbang, Queen. Well, yeah, Wolfbang.
Mr. the DM, I am not more nervous knowing that she's following me with the Wolfbane Queen, am I?
Ha!
Do what?
Do I feel any more nervous knowing that someone with the Wolfbane Queen is following me?
No.
Okay. So, if you heard that she is grooming someone else, but you still say that you're not sure, if she knows what Edward's doing, does that make sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me.
I am simply just a person who does what is told.
From both sides?
When one person promises you freedom, you do hold on to it. You do want that freedom. But another person is making sure that your family gets to eat for the day and for the week and for the month. You know you have to do what you have to do. And she promises me that my people, my family gets to eat. I am following him because he might successfully be able to bring the freedom to get rid of her. She's the reason why our town is becoming so impoverished.
How do we fix that? You, a citizen, how would you fix that?
I mean, kill the cancer, kill the disease that is just having it happen. And if doing so, that means killing her, I guess that's what we would have to do.
Is she a werewolf?
Is who? Werewolf.
Bertha.
Berta.
Bertha.
Big B.
Is she anything we should be scared of? Or just a normal person making commands?
I mean, yeah, you should be scared of her. She doesn't sit at that throne alone. She is just like Edward, possibly stronger. She sits there with two giant wolves next to her. I mean giant.
We're talking dire wolves or werewolves?
Bigger.
Is she a werewolf? I didn't answer that.
Who?
Berta.
She has, yes, in simple terms, yes, she is the person who gives the lycanthropy through the Brotherhood.
What do you mean in simple terms?
They're blood hunters. They are the people who take on lycanthropy as a ritual. That is something they promise all of us who join the Brotherhood.
What's a blood hunter? In a moment.
A blood hunter or blood brother?
Blood hunter.
Does she know anyone named Jasper?
Does the girl?
Do you know? Does the name Jasper, I believe it's the vein from Valence. Does that mean anything to you?
Not to me. I know nothing about a man named Jasper.
Okay.
I'm again new at this.
Well, I'm hungry. I think it's time for breakfast.
I'm starving.
Okay. So, I don't know how much weight I can carry, but I feel like you could probably carry more, so maybe...
I sling over my shoulder.
Great, okay, let's head out. I guess we're gonna walk past the boys' room and I'm just gonna beat on the door.
I'm right there.
Yeah,
Are you already out there?
Yeah, you open the door. He's
Okay.
right there.
Are we ready to go?
Yes, I think we should go grab some food for those that need it, and I think then we need to have a conversation with Edward.
Okay. I go in. You guys awake? Anybody awake?
I be awake.
It is time to go.
Rare.
I be hungry.
So as you guys travel, this is not like, it's kind of like one story thing. So like behind like the fireplace is a lot of where the rooms are. So as you guys walk out from your rooms, you guys kind of see this place kind of bustling with people of the town kind of sitting down eating a meal.
Did we go downstairs?
No, there's no downstairs. This is kind of like a shotgun place. So it's like kitchen, bar, like the tavern.
I want to.
And then behind the tavern is where the rooms are.
Kind of hover before I'm not going right in with everybody else with all the crowd. So I'm kind of like slow motion.
Like surveying or
Just
hesitant?
Just hesitant.
I've seen, yeah.
Is everybody walking into the thing?
I'm also probably gonna stay back a little bit too. Probably not as cautious as Soter, but
I be the opposite of cautious.
So as everybody kind of walks in,
I think I would notice that Soter kind of slowed down.
yeah, I mean it probably necessary.
Yeah.
Ask him, are you okay?
I be oblivious.
I am well. However, I am not wanted here.
Do you want me to stay back with you? What can we do?
I don't want to keep you from our friends, and I will join momentarily. But to avoid an altercation, I will wait until we are ready to go.
So as you guys walk in from the back rooms, you see a couple people kind of looking at you guys. A lot of people just kind of standing kind of like staring into their food, kind of just focused on eating. But you guys can tell that the owner of this place is kind of like cleaning he's cleaning a mug, and he looks at you guys. So, what do you guys want?
Everything you got.
She.
He's a stick up.
I guess
We can do this.
Whatever the
meal of the day.
Sure. That's not what I was gonna say, but it sounds a lot better than what I was gonna say.
I'd like some haggis.
Something with meat in it.
Haggis has meat.
We don't serve haggis.
I'm sure that there are other words are escaping me. Okay, things to eat.
He looks at you guys and goes, well, right now it's beef broth. And he just kind of goes, guys, find a spot. I'll make sure it gets out there to you.
Thanks.
He goes, all right.
I guess we're gonna find a seat.
So as you guys find a seat in there, he kind of snaps his fingers, points over to some people in the back, and points over to the table that you guys are sitting in. And as he turns back, you can kind of tell he's still looking off in y'all's direction, and just kind of like he just does not stop staring at you guys. Like, if you purvey the population that's in this place, you guys stick out like sore thumbs. These are very standard humanoid.
And we still have, I say we, the two slung over our shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder.
I sit down the girl next to me.
I mean, that probably doesn't help our case at all. So, Angus, if you wanna
Doesn't matter right now. I'm a werewolf. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
set
I like the attitude.
Edward down so that you can have a meal.
I come in. I'm carrying my cape in my arm.
Your cape.
The
cape he was wearing.
don't forget.
Yes.
Don't forget my kid.
Don't
forget my
that's
cape.
character. So I walk in. Do I notice anybody like snaps, like looking right at me, glaring like they were when I came in?
You start seeing, like, when you walk in, you do start seeing people going from like down here, and they kind of start hearing like the clang, and they just kind of look up.
Do I notice this?
You start seeing some people who look, and then they'll start talking, and some will start looking back down, and some of them won't make direct eye contact.
What's I'm
There's
sorry.
a lot of side eye.
What's
A
the
lot of side eye.
barkeep? What's he doing? Is he?
He's looking directly at you, and he just kind of, again, cleans the mug, slides it over, and he just kind of keeps over at y'all's direction, so he makes sure that you guys are in eyesight.
The people that are eyeing Soter, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
do
have
this.
Mage Hand in the air, and I'm just gonna be taking their cups away before he slides them to them.
You're gonna take his cups?
Like, if they're sliding them to someone that's side-eyeing Soter, I'm just gonna use a Mage Hand and take that cup away.
So now the people who are side-eyeing Soter are now looking at you. And some of them are like, "Oi! Give me back my drink."
You got a problem with my friend?
Oh, I do.
He's the hero of the town over. You should get back to your food.
Oh dear.
Don't mess with me.
This man looks up at you and goes, "Those aren't heroes."
Watch your tongue.
I walk over to him. What do you mean, those?
You Warforged people.
That is correct. I am a Warforged.
I've heard the stories about you guys. I've heard what you guys have done in different towns. So I, personally, do not trust your kind.
And I've seen humans and angels alike slaughter people in the names of their causes. Should I not trust you?
Let me take a sip of my tea flower.
He looks and says, I don't care what you think of me, but I've known what those people have done. I've heard what they've done to the towns. I've heard the history of the wars.
You don't get to judge one by the actions of what you've heard of someone else. I don't care what you've heard. If you continue to cast judgment without knowledge of this person, I'm not going to give your drink back, first of all.
Thinking of things you can do, but that's not going to have entirely.
As he looks, he goes, oh, you're not going to get my drink back. Lance, you got these guys are causing a ruckus and they're being bad to your guest. I think you should kick them out.
You have a bouncer?
And Lance, the man who owns the tavern, says, is that so?
How tall are these people?
Lance is...
Can I intimidate them with my height? Can I just like...
Well, how do you do? You walk up to them and intimidate?
No, I'm just gonna stand up.
Oh.
I'm 7'10". I'm pretty loomy.
Roll an intimidation.
While she's doing that, out of character, can I tell
I'm gonna cast
if he
guidance.
was trying to deceive me about the haggis?
I swear I was going to get to that.
Like, is he trying to deceive me?
What do you mean?
He said
About
he
the
doesn't
haggis.
serve haggis.
And he
This is
says
out of character.
he doesn't deserve haggis.
Right, he said that, but is he lying?
Do you want to roll an insight
I
check?
would love, yes.
Yes, roll an insight check.
16?
I was wondering
I'll let her
if she
do
would
that.
get
And also
advantage of that because she was also
intimidating.
attacking.
Yeah, so you should get advantage.
I got an 18.
He is not
Should I get
lying.
advantage?
They don't serve haggis. Some
They
bitches.
don't serve haggis.
I don't know about this. I feel like you're messing with me.
Well, you got your answer.
I'll stick with this.
Alright, back into character.
Okay,
So,
16.
Niramour and Cuilorea have stood up.
Mm-hmm. And the patron who has been bad-mouthing you starts walking back and says, Lance, they're trying to start a ruckus in your place.
Lance, where's the beef stew?
And Lance looks at you and goes, you have nothing to worry about the beef stew. You can get out of my place. That's what you guys can do.
Can I wolf out? Can I turn into a werewolf? Is that possible?
Oh,
He says, these are the people who give me coin. I don't know who you are, and you're harassing my customers. So if you're going to harass my customers, you can gladly see out the door. Thank you for your coin. You can see out. Or I can call the guards. So,
I walk up.
which one is it going to be?
I walk up to Lance. That's his name, right, Lance?
Yep, that's Lance.
I say, that will not be necessary. We will leave. I take my cape and put it on. And I walk out the door.
As the man,
I'm very irritated right now.
he stands up and goes, he just kind of like grabs the stew and his mug, and he's just like, that's what I thought. Can't do anything if you don't give enough coin. Isn't that right, Lance? Lance is just sitting there like,
Oh, look at me. I'm a little baby coward and I call someone to come fight for me because I have coins. I'm so scary. I'm saying all of that to him.
he's
I
just
want
kinda like,
to go up to Lance.
Oh.
And I want to give him 15 gold.
For what the fuck?
And I want to say this should pay for their meals and just wave my arm to the place. And then I want to turn around and walk out.
He has like a very like lost look in his eyes. He just kind of looks at you and goes, "Fine, all right."
I pick up the girl with one hand and sling her over my shoulder, dead eyeing the guy that called for Lance. Back in it. Oh!
As you guys start walking out of that tavern, you're approached by a...
Oh. On the way out, the guy that called for us to be thrown out, I do want to walk past him as I'm walking out and say, coin isn't everything.
And that's right. If Cuilorea wasn't a werewolf right now, she would agree.
I know.
He just kind of, he looks at you and then he kind of does like the very, as you walk away, he just kind of spits off. And he's just like, whatever. But as you guys exit the door, there is like a very kind of like hefty woman wearing a lot of clothing, and she looks at you guys and goes, "Oh, I was just about to enter that place, but I see you guys just walked out. I heard there was a lot of ruckus.
You'd be better off spending your money elsewhere."
Well, actually, I was going to tell you guys, because I saw you guys from when you guys entered into town. I was going to tell you guys this is not the place to be. It's not the tavern you guys wanted to be in. But clearly you guys have already experienced that, and I am so sorry to know that. But I actually live kind of on the outskirts of town. If you guys would like to rest at my place, I would sure happily love to be your host. We don't really get a lot of your people of stature, your kind. You guys are very...
You got food?
Yes,
Let's
I
roll.
do have...
Do you have haggis?
No.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm sorry. To explain something is, you are a dwarf, and the dwarves on this continent are extinct. So
What?
their culture is either on another continent or it died with them.
Well, we just got haggis in the next town over.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Very few people know what haggis is and actually serve your culture's food.
You see a single tear just come down.
Oh no!
Aw. Poor
I-
Angus.
I ask her, do you know the recipe for haggis?
I do not, but am willing to learn.
That is wonderful.
It's simple. It's sheep stomach stuffed with barley and oat.
You just kind of see her just kind of go, ooh. Like, oh.
We appreciate your kindness. We can discuss these things on the way.
So, as you guys are walking towards, she goes, so, what are you guys doing in this town?
We are looking for the clerics. The church.
I'm gonna cast a message to Soter real quick and say, don't be too forthcoming with information. We don't know this woman.
Did I say, don't worry about where we're going.
As you say that, she goes,
Immediately, right after.
she's like, I I mean, I can show you to the clerics. I see you have 2 people.
I was gonna say, I love that she's so hospitable while we have 2 people thrown over our shoulders.
She says, I see you have 2 people on your shoulders. I think I actually know one of them.
Do you know this man? And I grab Edward's head.
Just lift him up.
She looks at him and she's like, "Why, yes, that's Edward. Why are you?
Bless you.
Why do you guys have him tied up the way you do?"
He started it.
She kind of looks at Edward and goes, "Edward, what did you do?" Edward's just tired. He just has this lulled look. I was like, "Well, what did he do?" And she's like, "I will guide you to the cleric." Well, what did he do?
It's complicated. Too much. He essentially tried to kill our friend.
Edward?
But was this your mistress?
And she looks and she's like, "I mean, Edward is a little rough around the edges, but he means good. I mean, in this town he means good, so..."
The clerics will help us decide that.
Well, and as you guys have turned a corner and walked down, you see what is a kind of like a small church, old colonial style, shotgun, here's the door, here's the steeple, 6 glass windows, and then you could open the door, look right there, and there's the altar, and you see 2 men who kind of stand at the altar wearing pure white robes, and it's weird because you see these guys who are wearing the cleanest linen and clothing, but everyone else has dirt upon them, and they're just "In here we stay clean and sanctified." And at the same time they go in almost a harmonious way, "Welcome."
Sketched out. What is that?
We have werewolves and we need help.
I'm not a werewolf yet.
Don't worry about why we're here. I'm sorry.
Oh, dear.
They stand and one says,
Research. We have werewolves. Don't worry while we're here.
"What are you doing with something so unclean here?"
We need your help.
"With what?"
Well, this one, nod to Edward, said that clerics could heal.
"We can, but and as they pause, they start talking interchangeably. So one will say one word.
I hate this.
This is why I'm sketched out?
"We do not talk to Edward. Edward is a common person who comes in here, usually with someone who wants to get rid of the lycanthropy. And usually we're always there to help, but it seems like we're just done with him. So, who is this person who needs help? And what are your ties to him?"
I'm gonna step back.
I'm gonna put
try
the
to
girl on the ground.
allow.
She needs help.
You just lay the girl down on the ground
And says she needs help.
Yeah. Not gently, but gently. Like, it's not gonna hurt her, but it might make like a butt thud. You know what I mean?
They look at her and says, "So we are here to cleanse you," and she's kind of like looking and like she has this like look of like, no.
I kick her.
she has this look of like, what?
Cuilorea, I think we need to be honest.
We cannot be too forthcoming with information.
We cannot be too forthcoming with information.
But she is a werewolf and she needs to be cured.
Are you talking about me or the girl? Yes, she does need to be cured.
We have no ties to Edward.
Okay.
Our friend has been bitten and she needs to be healed.
I would also like to know if you could teach our cleric friend over here what you're doing. What it is you do.
They look at your Fridays and they look at him and says, What god do you worship?
Malardin.
They look at you and go, no, we can help him.
We can't or can?
We cannot.
Oh dear.
Well, that sucks.
Sorry, we don't dabble in dwarven gods. Euphis is the golden god of light. Usually dwarves and dragons have a history, and it would be very offensive for us to help out another worshiper of another god.
So your god is a dragon?
Yes.
And then I say in Draconic, please help my friend. And I take my cape off to show my shiny body.
I know Draconic, so I hear that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, say it out loud.
So, they look back at you and they're kind of pointing down to the girl who's on the floor. He goes,
Yes, her. In Draconic.
all right. I think
Trying to stay in.
the problem is that
No, the thing is, I'm sketched out by the. We're not gonna.
I know what
we're
she's
not
doing.
gonna.
So
Is she responding in Draconic?
they are.
Okay.
Is that how Draconic is? I don't.
Squawk, squawk.
So they look back at you and they're noticing, they're like, we're not going to heal someone who doesn't want to be healed of their affliction. If they seem like their affliction is something that they want to go with, and let them go with it.
It's a disease.
Disease,
Understand.
curse, that's how we see it. These people that, like Edward, they see it as a blessing. They see it as a blessing. They are interesting folk who enjoy the curse of the lycanthropy, the blight that is on this world. We so much only help Edward to make sure that people who have doubts on if they wanted to be part of the Brotherhood, we usually erase that curse from them. What's this girl's name?
no, we haven't. I wanted to, but we came in the church. Is she in the church with us?
Yeah, she's on the ground.
No. The nice lady who
The
gave
nice
us.
lady.
I wanted to ask her. Nice lady who was helping us. What is your name?
Her name is Yvonne.
What is it?
Yvonne.
Is that YVON?
YVONNE.
I spelled it right. That's amazing.
Yvonne.
What do you do to cure this disease or blessing?
Well, what's going to happen is, and you see both of them, they look up, and as you look up, you see like this circle skylight. And they said, when the sun hits a certain time, we pray upon our god, Euphis, in this circle right here at this altar. And we purify the person from lycanthropy. We cure any curse or any illness that this person would be going through.
Does it hurt?
You can't understand. They're speaking in Draconic.
Dang it.
No, they're speaking.
Yeah, we're talking regular.
Yeah.
Not
Literally, just ask them.
Well, in that small interaction they were, but afterwards they switched back to common.
Figure things hard.
Right. They never said he switched back after
Sorry,
I asked.
so yeah. So sorry about that.
Doesn't hurt. That's what she has. You look lost.
No, I wouldn't say it hurts.
How long does it take?
It's a brief ritual, about 30 minutes tops.
Alright, it's me. I'm not afraid if it hurts. But I need it gone.
She was afraid you'd hurt her.
No, I'm not afraid if it hurts. I'm afraid of something else.
What are you afraid of?
You said it takes away curses or whatever.
Yes.
There's this thing I have. They're dreams. I don't want that gone.
Oh, no. Unless that is a curse.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not.
It is a blessing. Your dream brought us together.
Well, may it be a blessing, may it be a curse. We do not know. But we can make sure that we pray specifically to remove the lycanthropy from you.
Alright. When's this happening?
They look up. Meet back in 2 hours.
Son of a bitch. That was out of character.
In the meantime, may I ask a question of you?
And they both look down and
This
kind
isn't
of
a restaurant.
and cocked and they go, yes.
It's been a century since the Mackenzie bloodline was in contact with the MacLeod bloodline. And the MacLeods were prominent here. What happened?
How long is a century?
100
years. It's been longer than that.
Oh, I'd go by records. I don't know. But what happened?
A lot of them did not survive or what it was told, did not survive the harsh winter that happened. And where is it? No.
Where do they live? Where did they live? Exactly. Yeah. I know that?
Where do they live?
Yeah.
You know that the dwarven capital, or the like old citadel that people talk about, is called crap. Where did that note go?
Crap, where did that note go? I'm familiar.
No. It's called. Where is it? Note. I literally just had it, and I'm bad. Thelmaldern?
The Maldathern?
Thelmaldern. THEL space MALDIR.
I had trouble believing ye. The MacLeod bloodline was strong. They were stout. A winter would not have stopped them.
That was the last time we ever spoke with them. After...
We've got 2 hours until this. Would there be somewhere in town where I could speak with someone? This is important to me.
Is there a library?
Not in this town. You would have to go to the capital to reach the closest library.
Is there someone who knows the history?
In this town?
Yes.
No. Again, we haven't seen dwarven people. They went up to the mountain those years long ago, and stories say they never came back down.
If that is what happened to the dwarves, is there a history of the Warforged here?
Not here. I mean, everyone knows the tale of the Warforged. It seems like Warforged were built and made during the Arcane Purge War. They were made to eradicate mage users, arcane users. They weren't enslaved, they were slaughtered. No one understands where the Warforged came from. There's rumors they were made from a man. A man made them, but we don't understand how he made them because they're different from constructs. But the reason why a lot of people do not trust the Warforged like yourself.
I know why.
Why?
I was built for battlefield combat and support. My brothers were built for destruction.
And after the work was done, you guys stopped having a purpose. Sorry to say it, but that is true, as people saw it. And because you guys didn't have your true purpose to meet anymore, they feared that that purpose would transfer over to the next people, commoners.
Before this conversation, was I aware that there was a war on magic? Is this like common knowledge, or is this...
Yeah, did I know? Cause are people okay?
You know...
Okay, that's what I thought.
You know a little bit about it. It is the reason why you came here.
Does that go for me as well?
For the simple fact of...
You probably heard that while we were
You came,
traveling.
yeah. So
Okay.
you came here because you understand the history of Vieski is that magic reigned here. Magic was like so, how do you put it? Magic was so raw here. It is almost as if people date back that magic kind of was born in this center spot. So you decided that you were going to go back to where it all started.
This war on magic. Was there any event, any sort of unexplained phenomenon that happened before or during?
The Purge?
Sorry, you sounded like there was still a little bit left over. Was there like a strange phenomena?
Yeah.
Not that I know of. There was a there's this weird story that they tell children that, well, not really they tell children, but there's a thing that's passed on from lineage to lineage that spoke of the god of magic, Mithril, and how whenever there was a time of danger that she gave a strong amount of her power to a person, to a humanoid person, and that they were destined to bring balance to magic.
Huh.
Why do you ask?
I'm gonna draw the hand with 6 fingers. I'm gonna take like something out of my pack and just say like, do you know anything about this at all? It might be nothing, maybe unrelated.
Do you kind of see them both kind of like look at it like that is dark. That is some darkness of a symbol.
Niramour's like, yeah, so?
That is the god of 6.
The god of 6?
So, you said there's information about this at the Capitol? Library?
There would be a library that might have information of I misspoke and I said God, the Lord of Sex. Very wicked and vile creature who has no restraint on his own desires. Whatever he wants, he takes. What a just disgusting creature who viciously hungers.
Almost hedonistic.
Very, very hedonistic. You seem very almost familiar with it.
Unfortunately. Thank you for your time. I appreciate the answers that you've given me. And I am just gonna like step back and let everyone else do whatever they want to do. And I am like very visibly shaken to the core right now.
As they answer a lot of your guys' questions, time has passed, and they look up to the skylight and go, well, if you're ready.
I'm ready than I'll ever be. Stop cracking my neck.
And they have, like, as you look up, you can tell that the table that they had, at this altar is, like, perfectly under the skylight. And they go, please, lay down.
How long is the table? Do my feet hang off?
Your feet hang off. Like, it's kind of like, almost like, it's not like a good table. It's probably like a 5-foot table.
Oh no.
And it's probably like
a third of my body is off of this.
Yeah, your body's kind of hanging off of this. As that happens, they tell everybody to like step away from the altar, and they're like, please, you guys can watch, but I just need you guys to sit down and just be patient.
Can Angus learn this?
No.
Can he observe?
He can observe, but
Because he is not of your god, he cannot perform.
That's not quite true.
unfortunately, yes. I guess that is what we're saying. Because our gods do not coincide. He can watch, and maybe someone else can teach him, but according to our laws and practices, we could not teach a dwarven god or a person who worships dwarven gods the same thing. So as you see them, you can kind of see them chanting and praying. One kind of holding like a purified water and oil as he kind of kind of flicks in a circle, and the other one kind of has that Catholic smoke thing. I don't know what it is, but you just kind of see them praying in Draconic.
What are they praying?
They're basically asking that
if they'd say one wrong word, like, may she be dead, I'm
No.
off the table.
No, they're just saying light. You hear them chant a lot of light, justice, truth, and fairness.
My body starts glowing like the Avatar.
And they're asking as let those things shine true, let anything of darkness be eradicated from you, and you kind of feel like the aggroness kind of subside. You kind of feel it leaving your.
I am not irritated.
Leaving you kind of slowly. As the smoke kind of covers over you, and as you kind of feel the flicker of oil being put on you, and as that happens, the sun shines down upon you, just you almost are looking directly at
This is
sunlight.
disgusting.
So as it's done, the cloud kind of covers and everything subsides, and I said, well, she should be good.
Should be.
I'm sorry, lack of words. She is well. She is cured, and she is no longer of lycanthropy.
Guys, I think I'm seeing things. There's these spots everywhere. There's spots everywhere.
I will.
Are they the Fae?
No. You look directly into the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Is there any way we can repay you?
No. They just kind of look at you and go, what? No. Just get Edward out of here. And the other one, whatever, her, yeah, get her out of here too.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they choose to do, be of the moon and darkness, and that's their choice, but we just rather them not be here.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys leave out, and Yvonne's all like, well, that was...
Forgot she was with us.
She
Right.
she just kind of sits there and goes, well, that was swell.
Thank you for thanking us with the clerics.
No problem.
Yes, thank you. I'm quite embarrassed of my behavior before.
It's fine. I mean, everyone gets a little angry.
It was more than a hunger.
I've seen Edward and his people. I can see how they get. I am used to it. I usually host Edward and his companions. So it's actually quite shocking to see Edward in the position that he is in. You guys are saying that he deserves it and he tried to kill you, but I mean, I may not know the whole picture, so.
I think we have some other business to attend to before we can turn in.
Well, that is perfectly fine. I will make sure that by the time you guys come back, the haggis that this gentleman would like will be done. Is there anything else that you guys would like? Or do you guys also eat haggis?
Not
Anything else, actually.
Awesome. I
Anything?
will...
Just whatever your specialty is.
Great. And she smiles and says, well, whatever you guys have to do, be back before nightfall, and your food will not be cold.
Okay. I want to turn to Edward and say, where are we headed?
Heading east outside of town, it's half day's travel. There and back, half day's travel. I have a log house cabin that is there, and there you will find what I've been saying.
Are you guys ready to go?
I am prepared.
Day's travel, would that mean would it make it back in time for...
Yes, you guys would make it back in time before nightfall. Basically, he was saying there and back is a half day's travel.
Okay.
So,
Did you want to learn about your family or your sister tribe?
What?
Your sister tribe, or what do you dwarves call them?
Cousins.
Your cousins. Did you seek further information?
Oh, if we happen to stumble by it, it's fine.
So as you guys travel to balls, as you I worked myself. I'm sorry.
Before we go,
These names are getting a lot more interesting as we go on.
As you guys travel balls.
before we go, I asked Bhel, "Are you Bhel?"
Well, there's probably a little bit of dialogue that we need to go through, but as we're heading out, I walk from behind the. Are they like greeting them out the door?
Yes.
I walk from behind the priest, like just kind of go through one of their cloaks. Did it work?
I believe
Is she
it
good?
did. Yes.
I'm fine.
All right.
Do you require aid?
Is there a bunch of snow?
Yeah. You kind of see snow that kind of piles up away from like kind of on the edges of the house. They kind of clear the snow.
I can walk. It's not so bad here.
I'm gonna ask the girl that I was previously just slinging over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes if she would like me to give her a piggyback ride or if she'd like to walk.
She looks at you and goes, "Is there a way for me to just stay with the lady?"
Group?
No.
They say no. Imina says no. She seems very fair on point.
Okay, I guess I'll walk. I don't really know what we're about to get ourselves into.
We will do it together. You will walk.
She goes, "Yay."
You don't know what you're getting yourself into? So you haven't been to this place that Edward's taking us where he takes his recruits?
hasn't taken me here. And then Edward speaks up and says, yeah, so, I haven't taken all the recruits here.
We're gonna get in a fight.
I've taken the recruits to this town. I haven't taken them to the cabin.
So what's at the cabin then?
A Yeti in a cage?
Bingo.
Keep finding more and more reasons not to believe anything you say.
Okay, the evidence will be there when we get there.
When we get there, we will release the Yetis, right?
No.
It's not fair for them to be trapped up.
I understand that. But unless someone is going to make sure that they take the 2-week travel to where they're supposed to be and how...
You are supposed to be dead.
That is understandable. But the thing is, I am trying to relocate them back to where they belong.
Have you asked them how they felt?
No. No, I have not.
Well, maybe this is their home now.
Not in that cage.
They are ruining the environment,
You haven't talked to them.
the ecosystem, and
How
the
so?
traveling path,
How so?
because they are now the apex predator in this area. So the wolves, who usually have something to hunt, now have to fight with the Yeti.
We'll decide what we're gonna do when we get there.
So let's go.
Alright, so as you guys travel to the what is it called? The cabin, yeah. You guys do see like a small cabin, and behind this cabin you see like a barn house. Big huge barn house that is kind of like it is, you can tell that it was built so the trees around it kind of covered it as much as possible.
Should we send someone in first? Ask him with the crew. Bhel, go check it out.
I can go in first.
Do we hear the Yetis or anything in there?
No, you don't hear them.
I don't expect you.
It's kind of quiet. As you open the door, at the moment they are sleeping.
There's Yetis in the cages sleeping.
Yes, in this barn there are 3 cages.
Yes.
Actually there's 2 cages. And on one side you do see like large bars where one is, and then on the other side you see kind of like a smaller cage where 2 what would be baby Yetis are. And when you look in there, they are you have the first Yeti, the big Yeti is probably maybe like 8 to 9, almost 10 feet tall. But like the baby Yetis are like 5 to 6 foot.
I'm taller than them.
The babies are just like, yeah.
They're so cute and little.
So, when I get in there, I'm gonna call Cuilorea.
Aye, Captain.
Can you speak with them?
Sure can. Say, I can't speak with animals. So I go over to him and I say, "Are you all okay? Obviously not. You're in cages. Is he treating you okay?"
Are you speaking to the babies? Or are you speaking to the big
Are they
one?
on different sides of the room? I'm assuming they're just
they're one's on one side, one's on the other. So like,
I'm gonna speak to the babies first.
the babies. They kind of like look and they're like hungry.
I look to the mom and I'm like, Mom, are you okay? I think I saw your, I don't know if you would call him husband or mate.
As you say that, they're kind of waking up as you start talking to them, and you say that, she kind of gets up and kind of gets to the the cages, the bars, and she's like, mate, where?
He really misses you, and he's been trying to find you and Edward. I talked to him and told him that I would help him out the best I could. Edward seems to be telling me that you all are ferocious and vicious. I do not believe that, because your mate showed me kindness. Edward seems to believe that you all need to be transported to a different area.
She says, Edward feeds us. Edward's gone a while. Edward take us home.
So you're okay with being here?
And she kind of has this look of, no.
You're okay with moving to a different area, though?
Back home.
You're okay with going back home. Your mate is very stubborn. How do you think I could persuade him to come with us without killing Edward, because currently we need him for a bigger picture mission? Do I not tell him about Edward and say I found you all and he will be willing to go on your own?
And you see her, I'm alive.
That's enough for him?
Show I'm alive.
He thinks she's dead, that's why. How do I show that? How do I show that? Do you have like a secret saying? Or a joke between you guys? I don't know how you work. But I could be like, hey, your wife said this, and I don't know you're alive. Also, is Edward in the room with us? Do we know?
Yeah,
I mean, Edward is most likely on someone's shoulder or being dragged behind.
I'm gonna look to Edward and say, also, why are you separating the mama and the babies? That is not okay. Can we get a bigger kid? Can we put them together? And they haven't eaten in weeks, apparently. Or, not maybe weeks, but a long time. They need some food ASAP.
He has this look of, like, bewilderment, like... I'm too tired. Like, he's just like...
Yeah, I'm tired.
He's like, lady, where have I been all this time?
You didn't tell me they weren't being fed. I thought you had someone on guard.
You never asked.
This is some bullcrap. This is information you give up front. You tell us you have captures, and then you tell us they need to be fed. Plain and simple. Is the kid big enough for the babies and the mama to fit together?
The kid.
Cage.
The cage.
Oh, the cage. They are, but he's like, the reason why I separated them was because initially, after trying to treat them, after inflicting what I have done to them, trying to reverse that whole thing, she was very aggro. And I understand why she was very aggro. After separating them and showing her that I was here to help her and her children, and trying to tell her that I'm trying to move them back, she now understands I just kept them separate because kind of easier to feed them. I'm not trying to move them. I already moved them once.
Do you have a key? The babies can just be with their mamas, right? Like,
I mean, if the mother can communicate with them to not run off, then sure, I guess so, but...
I look to the mama, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get your babies back with you because this is unfair. You gotta tell them to come to you, though, because Edward's thinking that they're gonna run away. And I feel like if I were a mama, that I'd want them to be with me.
She nods her head.
So can I do that? Can I open the cage and try to direct them?
He says if you go back to, because he's upside down, and he's like, hands, he's like, if you go back to the door, the barn door, on the hook on the left, third hook, there is actually a set of keys, and that is the key to unlock.
Okay, I do that.
Alright.
I'm talking to the babies. I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna move you with your mama. Would you like that? Is it one baby or is it two?
It's two.
Okay.
They look at you. They almost walk as like orangutans. So like, they look at you and they hear like their mom going, "Come to me," and at first you kind of see one of them look out the door, and he's like, "Come to me," and like looks back at mom. And the other one starts to look off and like...
I'm gonna tell you all to make a barricade at the door. Like, just line up against the door and shut it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
So, like, they are inching, but you can kind of tell, like, both of them are, like, doing this, like, should we, no, maybe.
Go to your mama.
So,
Go to your mama.
they go to their mom,
Obedience.
and, you can kind of tell that she like kind of picks them up, and
You did it.
My babies.
she's like happy.
Best moment of my life.
Edward's like, I've been trying to tell you the truth the whole time. Now do I give you the whole truth? No. Did not trust you. This is what I'm trying to do.
I look back at the mama. Think of anything that I could say to your mans to get him back?
She looks at you and she thinks, and she says, "White wall home." Baby Poots is mowing. Oh, our hearts are broken.
Alright, anything else you guys like to do here? We do need to bring them back food if possible. Do you have any food around here, Edward?
No, unfortunately not. I was going to go hunting after what my plan was. I was supposed to come back and then go hunting, but there's usually something wild out there to go hunt and feed them with.
Do they eat raw meat? I try to. Do you guys eat raw meat? You just eat it?
Yes.
It starts off, yes.
Edward was like, he just has this like look. He's just upside down, like.
I personally don't judge people about their ways of life.
He goes, so now that you guys have all the information, is there anything else that I have to say or clear up to see if you guys think that I'm lying to you guys? I would like to be able to get some sleep. My hands are losing blood flow. I'm sorry. Is that what you guys need? Is that what you guys want? I'm sorry. I apologize. I will not do it again. Please just let
What do you think?
me go.
How much HP do we have?
We're full health.
Do he have?
Well, he's still like 1 health point, right?
Well, no, he took that potion and he ate.
In the neck.
Oh yeah, he did take that healing potion that Soter gave him.
I think we know what his HP
If
is.
it was a
at.
healing potion. Was it
It
a healing?
was.
It was? Okay.
And he ate a little bit.
He could
Couple
probably
mushrooms.
tell you how rough he looks,
Mm.
but
He
Aye.
still looks rough. Like he's still exhausted. Like he hasn't slept in days. He's on like that slap happy, delusional like stage of like exhaustion. Like when you've gone like 2 days without sleeping, you're just like, I'll do anything.
Alright. I toss him very awkwardly on his head at Niramour's feet. Have at him. Do what you will.
You can unbind your hands, but not your feet.
I couldn't walk anywhere anyway. I just want to sleep. I'll sleep over there in the hay. He's like,
That sounds like a good idea to me.
I have an idea.
oh god,
Do you
no.
all
Does this
wanna
barn
keep
lock
watch?
from the outside?
Yeah?
Let's put him in the cage.
we could do that. Bring him back food.
He's like, if it means a place to sleep.
Are we
and
talking
a
about putting him in the
piece-
cage with the Yeti? or-
No, there's an empty cage.
Yeah.
And a peace of mind, I'll take anything.
He would love to go in the cage.
I'm gonna look to the girl we have. Also,
Oh, yeah,
this is the best we've got right now. I hope you can understand that. Would you like to stay here with Edward?
She looks at you guys and goes, I mean, I get it, it's a barn, but there's literally a cabin right in front of this place. I mean, no, I don't want to sleep in a barn.
I understand that, but you don't know if you're with him or Bertha, and I still don't know which one of you is the bad guy.
Well, I don't understand who's the bad guy either. He says things that sound true, but I've been in situations where people have said things that sound true, and it doesn't end well. Someone gets screwed over, and that person is usually the person who believed in the good thoughts. I believe this
so
person.
if I believe in the good thought that you're not going to return to Bertha and
I'm not going anywhere. I will stick with you guys. I choose not to go anywhere.
can I tell if she's being truthful?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, I would like to assist with
15?
Never mind.
Yep, she is being honest.
What do you guys think?
I don't want to carry her.
I'd rather not be carried.
I'm still starving.
Edward's still staying here. I'm gonna see him into the cage.
I throw the keys.
I'm gonna lock that.
Lock that shit.
It's like secure
Why are
enough
the
that he would be able to
bars?
get out,
Yeah.
right?
Could a wolf get through that shit?
If it can hold a Yeti, I'm sure it can hold a werewolf.
Yeah, but Yetis
but
are big.
Yetis
They
are
can't
big,
fit
so
through
if the
bars.
bars are this far apart, he could just walk through it.
Yes, Yetis are big, but it is designed to make sure that like even a normal person couldn't get through this.
But could a wolf? Like if you transform it to a wolf, I'm gonna get through it.
Okay.
No, a cat, but not a wolf. I don't think wolves have the whole cat like
Cats are
Cats are
fluid.
liquid.
yeah liquid thing. I don't think dogs have that liquid.
We still need to hunt for the Yetis, and we need to make it back before dark. For
We still need to eat.
So
Edward looks at you and goes, "Alright, if you're looking for a place to hunt, best place to go is directly south from this place. Actually, you're actually going to be a couple miles near the coast. So there's a river nearby, which is a great place to go, or you can go directly to sea and catch fish. But I would say definitely go towards the river." And he kind of goes, "Yeah, that's usually where the moose, elk, or caribou like to travel. So caribou would preferably be the best one to go for. Bigger, more meat."
Okay. So I'm gonna head out of the thing. I'm gonna keep the keys.
Oh, I'm following Imina.
I'm fine.
Okay. And I've got the girl at the. She's still bound, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
We've
already unbound her feet because she walked.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take by the bindings on her hands and lead her to the cabin.
Alright. So you got the guys lead her to the cabin. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Let baby boots in.
I hold him.
Alright. Well, guys, this is where we're going to end our session. See you guys in about 2 weeks. And we will figure out what happens to Edward.
I want you guys to know, Matt's notes said, we're in a bar that doesn't sell haggis. They said dwarves are extinct.
I take good notes.
That's what's important to him.
I know, my notes say, fuck the molten bear, whatever it is.